sorry if I'm taking your space. And this is the promised fall video, fall/winter. I might do another one for winter when it gets really, really cold. But, so the pieces that I'm going to show you are pieces I've mainly thrifted. I had loads of them for quite a while. So this video is not intended for you to get out there and buy loads of things. It's more like an inspiration to check what you've already have. Maybe wear things in different ways than you thought of before. Experiment a bit. It's always good to experiment, to try, have fun with your wardrobe. And yeah, I will do different sections. I will add in pictures to illustrate some of the looks that I'm describing and how I wear different pieces. Yeah, that will help me keep me warm, looking stylish, and express my personality. So I'll give different options. This is by no means a fully kind of like exhaustive video, but I'll give you some of the thoughts I have now that the temperatures are dropping and it's definitely fall weather now. So let's start with my key layering pieces. These are like hardy things I have for quite a long time. And that's, let's start first with white shirts, or slightly off-white shirts in this case. So this is one I have. It's probably one of my most worn pieces. I wear it kind of like all year round apart from the really hottest days. It's originally it's a super long white shirt. I love it because it's a very thin layer, so you can drape it, you can tuck it in at the front and have the back hanging out. I really like it to have like jumpers over it and have it belted on top, and just to give like an outfit a little bit of an extra pizzazz. It's a really good piece. I got it secondhand and it's really one of my most worn items. And on a similar ilk, apologies, they have not been steamed, and these are two on top of each other. These are two silk shirts. I got one I bought, one I've got secondhand. You can find them secondhand online. I think white items sometimes it's a bit harder because I think if people haven't worn them, then that's fine. But sometimes if they wore them and you can have like yellow stains or other things, then that might be a bit trickier. But generally speaking, I really, really like these because they are perfect underneath a jumper, a blazer. I like sometimes if I wear a jumper or any kind of other top that doesn't have like the perfect color for my skin, hair and eye combination, like this, having this closer to my face really helps me to balance it out, so I can make things work for me that normally wouldn't, or I would need a lot of makeup, things like that. So these are practical things. I also like, I wear them underneath dresses, and because they are both layers are really very thin, so you can wear them almost underneath anything, and just having a cuff sticking out or a little white collar gives like a dress or a jumper or any kind of other layer a little bit more of an expensive, more sophisticated look. So that's a cheap way of kind of like upskilling, not upskilling, like upscaling, that's what it is, upscaling an outfit. Or a similar ilk, but a bit more loud, and I like loud personally, but that's obviously for everybody is a bit different. I like animal print. And so I have three options here. They are all thrifted. So this is a smaller leopard animal print. And then I have here a snake print, also similar colors. I really like these. Again, I wear them on its own because I think they can be quite a statement piece, but also neutral. They go with every color. As Erica Davis says, leopard print is a neutral. And you can also, again, play, if the full-on look is a bit too much for you, you could, for instance, have like a beige jumper, maybe with a v-neck, and have this buttoned up and just showing this bit here, and then maybe the cuff poking out. And it can make something that is a very simple layer really, really interesting. So these are, again, my top tips if you want to put your toes into a little bit of animal print, or if it's a zebra print, whatever is your animal print of choice, you can experiment with those. And I think they give instant autumn feels as well. You get them all like second-hand leopard print, any animal print, like there is no need to buy anything new because everything is out there. If leopard print or any animal print is a bit too much for you, I can also offer an alternative here. So this is one that's originally Zara. I got it also secondhand. It looks like a really expensive print, like Marnie. It's a lovely kind of like brown, burgundy, maroon color with this like white print on it. It's very, very nice. Again, you can wear it like this, kind of like underneath a layer or on its own. I like to wear it with some chocolate brown fake leather trousers I have, and I also have a blue and maroon striped trousers, and I like to do print mixing with that and then wear a navy blazer on top. So that's an outfit I really, really like. A little bit here on, this is, so I like plaid. You will see this as we go into the different section. I like plaid a lot. I like heritage prints a lot. Burberry sometimes uses this dark navy and dark green as a print. I think in a previous autumn winter from Marco Ticci, is that his name? Mario Ticci? Their previous creative designer, they now have Daniel Lee. They did a whole outfit in this, and I love this. I have like I have a navy, which I also thrifted, pleated skirt, which I pair this with. And then I have a man's actually coat that has the same print. So I really like to kind of like overemphasize and mix the same one. So you can use any heritage or any plaid. You could even use a men's shirt here. But I like this in the winter. I think it gives some extra luxury feel. Going a little bit different, a little bit simpler, but again, something that I also wear a lot in the autumn is like, I like black and white. I do wear it in the summer as well, but I think in the winter you can give it some extra, because you can layer different black and white prints on top of each other, and I like layering because I think it looks so much more interesting and sophisticated. And so this is like a polka dot blouse, which it's one of these items, I thrifted this years ago and I wore it so many times and it's still in great condition. It's a synthetic fabric, so I don't wear it in the summer. But when the temperatures drop, this is a fantastic piece. Again, polka dot, if that's your thing, you can wear that all the time. And on a similar ilk, also not steamed, is this black and white check. I like to, you could even layer them on top of each other, just to give it more interest and have maybe a cuff poking out. I really like wearing black with white rather than black with colour. I think it has much more, it gives it a Chanel vibe, it gives a really contrast, it looks really interesting, and you can easily look very sophisticated with a just purely black and white look. So in the autumn, because it's colder, I can layer it much more, so I love a black and white look in the autumn/winter. So, and again, these are items you can find en masse in the pre-loved market. Another hero, or kind of like typical layer I use, I know some people just really don't like a turtleneck. You can easily just have like a round neck. But I like a turtleneck because I use sometimes the turtleneck or the long sleeve, the cuff from my sleeve, as like adding an additional layer, or sometimes adding a different color to an outfit. And this is one that's originally COS. I got it secondhand. It feels lovely on your skin. It's extra warmth, especially when the temperatures drop. And this is a lovely maroon color. So I could even wear this underneath that blouse once it gets colder, and the blouse on its own on the skin would be too cool. I can layer this underneath. And then likewise, just on a slightly different note, this is kind of like a sort of roundhouse neck. It's see-through, so for all of those who feel like, oh, I'm not down with the see-through trend, you don't need to like expose anything. What you can just use it to like, again, underneath another layer, underneath a jumper, and have like your cuff poking out, or have this bit here poking out just a little bit, and I think it can add some interesting layer. If you're more daring, for a going out outfit, you could wear this like a bodysuit, a tank top or a bra, up to you, and then a blazer over it. and it could really, or even a vest, that could look also very good. So I feel like, although they are probably designed for a younger generation, I really think they're great versatile pieces. I have them in different colors, and I kind of like, these are things that I find over the years in charity shops online, and then if there's something I like and the sizes works for me, I get them. Again, they're super thin, so they're great layer underneath even like tighter things, so they're perfect. So I would encourage you to experiment with those. Find your print, your color that you like, that's missing in your wardrobe. It's also a very easy way of introducing colors to maybe like something, a more neutral wardrobe. I can give you an example. It's not see-through, but this is me, obviously. So it's punchy neon pink turtleneck, also second-hand. But this could easily work very well with like a kind of like camel beige colored jumper, like V-neck or even round neck, and you have this bit poking out and you have the cuff poking out, and it gives it a kind of like different dimension. So like playing with that and playing with layers, fall winter lends itself, and you can really bring a little bit of color. Even if the full-on thing is a bit too much for you, you can easily dilute it down by bringing a layer on top. Similar thing, you can introduce prints via that. Also, this is like, also I've got this on earlier this year on a vintage fair, and it was in Birmingham, and it's lovely. It's just a lovely piece, can't wait to wear it. And then so the only piece that isn't thrifted, but the reason I bought it is because it's a color I wear. If you know me, follow me a bit on Instagram, it's a color I wear so much. And it's Cos, who does these turtlenecks. And this is an orange one I got, which, you know me, orange is my color. Again, it's perfect for me to keep on the orange theme that I like to put throughout the year. So orange and pink, orange and blue, there's so many combinations, and I can make this like pop out on specific, you know, items I have in my wardrobe, and just also can transform dresses that are normally more for summer or for warmer temperature, and having this underneath makes them also transition with me into the fall and winter. So these things are really important pieces in my wardrobe. So yeah, easy layer summary. It's a way for you to introduce kind of like different colors or prints if you want to kind of like tiptoe yourself in, and just really making an outfit much more interesting by having different layers poking out. Trust me, it will transform the way some of your items of clothing look on you. So have a little play with that, and